Good evening, everyone. I'm Kamen Entchev. The A-State baseball team is 13-7 in conference play and in second place in the Sun Belt. But the Red Wolves finally hit a rough stretch, dropping the first two games against Georgia State. But the third time was the charm as ASU beats Georgia State 10-6 today behind an 8-run seventh inning. Matt Burgess and Dustin Jones both had 2 RBIs in the win. To the pros as Adam Wainwright had a huge day. Waino throws 8 scoreless innings and allows just 3 hits. Wainwright also struck out 7, and he got the NL MVP Andrew McCutchen twice. His ERA is down to 1.20. At the plate, Johnny Peralta hits a 5th inning home run that finds its way in the upper deck near Big Mac territory as Larry, probably the biggest Mizzou fan I know, got the home run ball. Peralta adds a second home run later and had 4 RBIs. The Cards get the second shutout of the series with the 7-0 win and take 2 out of 3 against the Pirates. Chris was in Fayetteville and has a recap of the red and white game, as well as a look at a special day for a local boy.
Saturday's red-white game featured not 1, but 3 impact performances from Region 8 Razorbacks. Corliss Marshall, Davion McKinney, and Kanan Sandy made it a big Saturday on the Hill. Corliss started his Hog career at safety, then moved to return specialist later in the 2013 season. This big return against Auburn was his first breakout moment. The second came in the red-white game. Marshall had 104 total yards and 2 touchdowns.
Me, Jonathan, and Alex, we're a great combination, and we also have Cody Walker back there rotating from fullback to running back. And, being with these guys for a whole spring, I've developed and learned so much, just from watching and, doing whatever it is that they're doing in front of me, and I really appreciate them for that.
From a former Seminole to Sleepy, Davion McKinney has remained in the secondary rotation. The Forest City native picked off Brandon Allen in the second quarter.
A steady improver for us. He's very smart. He's very competitive. He's a guy that played corner here, so he's kind of got that experience inside and outside. Again, another kid that's got a great range because of his arm length and can get his hands on some balls, and that's really what he's been doing. He didn't have a great scrimmage 2 weeks ago and really bounced back to these last 2.
The biggest Razorback roar came from the pride of Cave City. Kanan Sandy will be inducted into the ESPN Fan Hall of Fame next month. Number 1 entered the game in the third quarter and found the seam for a 50-yard score. The special moment left few dry eyes in Fayetteville.
He's been at a bunch of Razorback events with me. He's on a world tour, I think. Every time I turn around, he's there, and he's just one of those contagious personalities. I couldn't get him to talk about a ham. He wasn't about to come off that field. He was enjoying his time in life for eternity.
Many questions are still left for the Hogs entering 2014, but there's no doubt that Marshall and McKinney will be factors, and their biggest fan, CJ, will call the Hogs from the Hill to the Plains come August 30th. In Fayetteville, Chris Hodgson, Region 8 Sports.
To the NBA, the Grizzlies and Thunder have played one of the tightest first-round series. It's only fitting that the series is tied at 2 games apiece. The Grizzlies led by 5 in Game 4 with a minute to go, but the Thunder forced the third overtime of the series, and took it 92-89. Game 5 is Tuesday at 8 p.m. from OKC's Chesapeake Energy Arena.